Hi. So lately, I've been seeing more and more people who remember their past lives as being a reptilian or a mantis or a Draco or Anunnaki canine. And it's not just all roses being a Pleiadian or Lyran or Irma and yay, everything's great. A lot of people, and pretty much everyone, have aspects that they tune into, or some people call past lives, other lives, where they've been doing stuff that's not so good. If we would look at wars, killing, stealing, raping, all of that, if people would look at the Bible and all the laws they say don't break and stuff, everyone's done it. In one lifetime or another, people have tried out everything. And we can be pretty vicious and we can be very kind. And it all depends on what you choose to focus on, what the current frequency and focus is, and that turns you into the being you are today. With it, I'm noticing a lot of people struggling with their reputation and specifically thinking that, oh my God, if I was a reptilian, then there's a lot of negativity in it as generalized beliefs. Because when people talk about reptilians and Dracos, they see it as all of them are bad guys. But what about humans? Are humans good? Well, you know people who are super duper kind and they love you and they care and they're giving and they'll do everything they can for people to be better. But you also know others who you've heard are psychopaths and they've been killing and they've been shooting and they've been raping and they're pedophiles and they're human traffickers. So there are both kinds. You also look at the animal kingdom. Oh, lions and, feline beings, so freaking cute, lovely. And then you watch them slaughter zebras, like, well, they need food and stuff, but still they. So same way with races. People look and think that Lyrans or reptilians, for example, have a really good reputation and they're really benevolent beings. But imagine this. It's really just a cloak, like the way you look, but the being itself, it's like, okay, so you chose a body of a Pleiadian, of a Nordic alliance, for example, of a Taygetan, and then you're like, what if I went on a killing spree? It happens. Same variations go with reptilians, where most of them, or we know that there are tons of groups who are, in our eyes, malevolent, who are doing bad things, trying to control humanity, harvesting our loosh, and all that. Yes, it happens. But there are also reptilians who love the body, who love the ability to have so much intelligence, and just use it for whatever. It's like a kid wanting to be an engineer, wanting to build a Lego house. Well, if your preference is this specific body, like there are many cars or clothes out there in the world, so you have a preference. You can try out plenty, but if you're a guy, you might be into wearing a suit or a shirt and not necessarily a skirt. Kilt, yes. Shirt or skirt? Maybe, I don't know. So there's a preference. And let's not again get into all the trans movement and woke crap. But the same way you would prefer your car to look one way or to be dressed one way, having a type of race, it's like it's just the way you look. And then your reputation, your life depends on you and what you do. So all of that is just the appearance, but what you choose to do in life depends on you. That all creates your reputation. Now, so you might have been a reptilian, and you might have been into mind controlling and using your power and all the stuff, depending on what kind of groups you've been involved in. Or you chose a life where you got to learn a lot. Great, meeting a lot of different beings, engaging in wars, or being a diplomat, or representing the whole group, being involved politically and not necessarily slaughtering people. Okay, so you've done, now you're here on Earth, just one out of your many aspects, and you learn that, oh, I've been a reptilian. So your understanding of reptilians or certain groups is based on the stories you've heard on Earth, what you've read here, the videos you watched, and not necessarily remembering what you've been doing. It's people who do have the memory and hear others blaming reptilians kind of feel like, oh, well, I know I haven't been doing that, but others are saying reptilians are bad, so I'm considering myself bad, and then they bring themselves some kind of karma, or oh, I have to make sure that I heal this trauma for people and I help them out. It's like in today's world, a person can be born German, just right now, let's say born 5 years ago. And now someone will walk up to that kiddo and say, your grandfather killed the Jews, so you have to be sorry for that. I'm like, come on, it's history. This kiddo is loving, religious, helps Jews, supports others. Why would he be sorry? So you don't have to own up the reputation. You don't have to clear all of that. You do you. And here's the thing with people who remember being in different races, you might as well use that. Of course, everything depends on your standards and values, but I see people who have been reptilians and Dracos in their past just connected to that aspect to explore that life. And they're afraid of it. But I would say it is very good when we can confront our dark side or the things we're afraid of. And at the same time, use it. If you could connect to that aspect of you, and you would recall what you've been doing, what kind of understanding you've had, what kind of allies you had, they could help you out. Not necessarily in destroying the human race, but supporting you. Look, you have entities, or maybe there is another reptilian group who is mind controlling you, who is affecting your thoughts, who is affecting your feeling states. So if you have a group that has been supporting you and has been your family for however long, and now another group is messing with you, how about you let them duke it out or deal with each other? Because you have supporters, they will leave. As in, a group that is messing with you, understanding that you have reptilians or Dracos on your side, well, now they have to make treaties. It's like we with humans. We make deals one way or another. We find a middle ground. So I would say, like, it is important for us to understand that just because in some of your past lives or, different aspects, you've been involved with groups that so far you've heard bad stories about them, it's not bad. It's not negative. It is an experience, it is a role you chose to play, but those beings are here to help. And most people today are looking for, oh, I need a Pleiadian or Irma or Lyran to save me, extract me, help me out. Where's my higher self? And you hate reptilians and you hate Dracos and you hate AI and other things, that's fine. But if they have been your family and they have been supporting you and protecting you, why not use that group to protect you right now? Because reptilians can have a thing with each other without having you involved. I look at different variations, and I would say if we learned and recall that yes, we did have those like last past lives, as we have been involved with those families and races, might as well use that. And again, not necessarily for killing or oh, I've been reptilian, so might as well use mind control and use it against the deep state. You can do that absolutely if you want to. But you can also use your soul family or just the race you've been with for a while because they consider you friend because you've been with them, you work with them, you've helped them out. So you have a group of beings who are there for you, but do you want to use them or not? It all depends on you. You might wait for Pleiadians to save you, to help you out, but they're so busy with the whole Galactic Federation and the whole space opera that there's no time for you. Or maybe the SSP, the free labor agencies, and all the things that are happening here on Earth and off planet, there's just so much that they don't really have the ability to help you out. But if you have a group, even if it's Dracos, even if it's Mantis, they don't have to appear here and be in your dreams and come to you and talk to you and stuff. But like, you have friends out there, might as well ask for some help. Might as well ask them to deal with another reptilian group, deal with the SSP, deal with the free labor agencies, deal with other beings who are trying to suppress you. Because they have influence, they have power, they have friends, and they will help you out. So I'm looking at it from the different perspectives, but if we recall past lives or other aspects where we have done something bad, yes, we might own up to it. Have accountability. Be responsible. That is important. But you also know that not all of it was bad. A lot of it was just exploring, understanding, learning, playing. And you were not doing like killings or human trafficking or sacrifices and all. No. It's just like, what? You have a big old body, can handle a lot, high IQ, might as well construct some spaceships. Okay, well, you're an important figure over there. Not everyone wants to fight. They just enjoy the body, enjoy the aspect. So, there it is, a short video, but I would say explore that. If you recall having any past lives, if you recall having an aspect of beings that we would consider malevolent, you might as well try to use them for your own benefit. So, there it is. Let me know what you think or if you even try it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.